everyone, it's Tammy, and it is card day 4 of the 12 cards of Christmas. So yay! This one's going to be pretty fun, and I think whoever wins this one should give it to their mommy, and you'll know why in a minute, because I'm a dork. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is say that you can win this card that I am making, and all you have to do is be a subscriber and answer the question from yesterday's card. And then you also need to write a new question for tomorrow. And if I pick your question to ask tomorrow, then you will be the winner of the card. And I will send the card to you. This is open internationally. I will just put it in an envelope with one of my business cards and mail it out to you totally blank so that you can give it to someone else and it will be happy. We can spread the love. So again, you need to subscribe, look at the description box below and answer the question, and then also give me a question to ask for tomorrow. It can be Halloween related. It doesn't necessarily have to be Halloween related. Just kind of depends on how I'm feeling as to what kind of a question I will pick. So I hope that you like these videos, and I hope that you will participate, because I would love to send all of these cards out. And I have been making 2 of the cards, one for you and one for me. So I'm just taking a piece of smoky slate, cutting that in half longwise, and then I'm taking a piece of whisper white, and I can cut this in half longwise too. Why don't I just make it easy on us? So I'm going to cut this in half at 4 1/4. And that one should be scrap, and this one I'm actually going to cut down to 4 inches. And it actually won't be scrap. That one will be able to make another card. And then I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4 inches, which really, it doesn't really matter what I cut this at, and you'll see why in a minute. And I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4 inches. And just like the other cards that I have done this week or thus far, I have not tried this yet. So I am just winging it. And my daughter and I came up with this idea actually together. She made a cute little mason jar set for one of our friends, and I thought, ooh, I'm going to make that into a card. And I think I may have done this before, but it's been a while. So I know it's not like an original idea that I just came up with or anything, but it's a fun idea. And I don't know where my, oh, here it is. It's peeking out. My bone folder is. I love my bone folder. I need my bone folder. I like my bone folder. So I also need to use the smoky slate ink. And we are going to take the white part of the card, and we're going to start it out by ripping it into little spots. Not spots, but stripes or strips. Strips, that's the word I'm looking for. And I don't even know if one's enough. We might need to use 2 of these on each card, so we shall see. But you don't want them to be very wide. And you don't want them to be perfect. And I like having a straight piece on the bottom and a straight piece on the top, just because that's the way I like it. Then the part that ripped has a really cool edge on it, and if you make that kind of gray, or you could even use brown, however you want it, and just kind of splotch it on here, and this is going to be a mummy. That's why you can give it to your mommy. Because I'm a dorky. And I cannot help it. So my daughter made these really cute mason jars that were just turned out adorable. And I will try to remember to insert a picture at the end of this video so you all can see. She is usually not very crafty at all, and our friend went to Ireland, and she had brought back this really cool recipe for, what is it? I'm sorry, I'm not talking very quickly and that's bugging me. What is it called? Shepherd's pie, but it's not like any kind of shepherd's pie I've ever had. You know, I usually have the shepherd's pie where there's meat on the bottom and then there's vegetables and then there's mashed potatoes on top. Her shepherd's pie she made in a mason jar. She said that this was a non-traditional kind of shepherd's pie that she had in Ireland, and she made it with chicken, and it kind of tasted like chicken and dumplings. There weren't any dumplings in it, but there were mashed potatoes on top. So it kind of tasted, and she served it in the mason jar. So you drank it out of the mason, not drank it, ate it out of the mason jar, and it was really yummy. It was really good, and she did a great job. And it was just a delight to eat it out of the mason jar. It was just really cute, and I don't know, it just seemed just perfect. It was just fun. Seemed like, you know, a little tea party for us women at work. So, and she like brought that to work for all of us, and also did a slideshow of all of her pictures that she had taken. It was just wonderful. And she loves Halloween too. And Katie was, said, "Ooh, I'm going to keep my mason jar if you don't mind." And she was like, "No, I don't mind at all. You know, keep it." So Katie did. And then she told me that she wanted to make something for Brittany because Brittany helped her out all summer. Brittany was kind of Katie's boss, as Katie was an intern at work. So she was pretty excited about that. And so she made these cute little mason jars for Brittany. And oh my gosh, they turned out adorable. So I'm not sure if this is going to be enough or not, but we'll just start to wing it. And all I'm going to do is put some snail adhesive, or in my case, I'm using my ATG gun because that's what I have. And I am just going to put it just like I would a card, where I start it, you know, just so there's a little frame of the gray around, or the smoky slate, excuse me. So I'm just kind of doing the same thing. And I want them to go over and under and around. You know, I don't want it to be perfect by any stretch. And this is my top one, I think, yes, because it's straight on the top. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one, and that will give me a nice border as to where I need to start and stop. So like I said, I may need to do a whole nother strip of these white ones. I just don't know yet, and if I do, it's no problem. And I'm thinking that I will. Oh gosh, the kids are here, so hold on just a minute. Well, I may have to pause this again. They came inside and then they went to they bought a battery for Katie's car, and they went to go put that away. And they might be back over here in just a little minute. I don't know, but because they're not here right now, I'm going to take advantage of the time and work on this some more. So I'm just putting this around. And clearly I need a little bit more, but not very much. So I think that I'll just start ripping this. Hold on just a second again. And they're off again. So here I am, just taking some of the strips of this. I want to make sure I leave a little bit of room for his eyes, so I might do it like that, and then we'll see. Another one here. And then maybe one here. And then I think we'll use that part to do the other card, which I may not do with you guys. I may just do that separately so that I don't have to take up all your time. I want you guys to see how easy and fast these cards are and not feel like, I don't know, that they're taking forever because I'm actually making two and not just one. I want you to know that these cards are really easy and you can do it. Yes, you. You there, the one that's shaking their head saying, no, that doesn't look like anything I can do. I promise. If I can do it, you can do it. And you might get a little ink on you because doing it this way, it does make the ink. So that's why I'm using this piece of gray to kind of catch some of the other gray, because I didn't wait for it to dry entirely. Perfect. Oh, did I not get glue? Oops. Perfect, perfect, just like perfect. When my daughter was little, she wouldn't say anything was perfect. She would say, it's just like perfect. Because she said, God is the only one that's perfect. I don't know. It was just really cute. She's a cutie patootie. So we used to think that she might even become a nun, because we actually raised our children. This is probably TMI, but we raised them Catholic for their first young life, I guess. And then we started going to a non-denominational church, probably, I don't know, 2007 or 8, no, probably 2006 or 7. So it's been that long since we haven't really practiced Catholicism. But what's my point with that? I have no idea. Oh, so yeah, and she used to, her grandma and grandpa used to watch them after preschool sometimes. Well, actually, a lot of times after we had moved here, because we lived in Louisville first. So anyway, it doesn't matter. But my ex-husband's mom was extremely religious, and she would pray a lot, and she had a prayer room, and she was very neat with all of that. I mean, she believed what she believed, and it was awesome. She was true through and through, so good for her. Fabulous. But Katie was often very interested in what Grandma Lucy was doing, and Katie would also participate a lot in the prayer, and they would go to church a lot. And it was actually, they just walked to it. It was right kind of in their backyard, literally. So Katie had a lot of exposure to the Catholic Church, and we thought for a little while she might want to become a nun because she was so into it. So she's always been a little bit more spiritual than even the rest of the family. So it's kind of cool that she's going to a Christian college. So there we have it. Isn't that cute? Be careful, because you might scare someone, because it's a little scary. Those big old googly eyes. So yeah, and you could use any size googly eyes. I just happened, when I pulled those out, when I opened this, I saw these big ones, and honestly, I remember thinking sometimes, what can I use these for? I think they look really cute on this little mummy. So where are my envelopes? I have my envelopes right here, and I'm going to write on here card number 4. And do you remember what you have to do to win? You have to be a subscriber. You have to answer the question that is in the description box for today. And you need to add a question that I can ask tomorrow. So if you are chosen, you could receive this card in the mail, sent right to you from me. And it will be ready to go along with the other cards that I will mail out, and I will show you guys all of them just as a refresher. The monster card is number 1. This one is number 2. This one is number 3. And now we have a number 4 that I haven't made, but it's the mummy card, and I will make it for me right now. And I'm just keeping these out so that I can kind of show you guys. And I will get these out in the mail very soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you win. Bye-bye.